up the slides. Hello, Mercury. With you.
There it is, my friend. There it is. Good evening, Robert. Hello, everybody. It's a little after 6 in the evening. Here in the Mountain West, it's time to go flying. We are loaded up here at the stand 51 at London Gatwick. And I'd like to welcome everybody to the stream. We're going to be doing a little international Melvin tonight, heading from Gatwick over to Innsbruck, Austria, and we're going to be debuting the Level Up 737. I am in the 600 variant tonight. This is a little stubby guy, but really just does have that feel of those old school. I mean, it's still very much in use today, but yeah, just closely a near cousin, I guess, to the 200 variant. So, Pentagon, what's going on, my man? So I'm going to try to take you through this aircraft a little bit. I'm also going to maybe walk you through just a tiny bit of what I'm learning about European airspace, and then we are also going to have a giveaway tonight. It's going to be a landing rate giveaway. It's going to be one of those closest to the predicted landing rate deals. So stick around till the end, and you might win a $25 gift card. All right, so yeah, I think the visuals are pretty self-explanatory, guys. They've done a really nice job. They've kind of enhanced the Zibo in terms of visuals. I know they're still working on a few things, particularly with the EFB. It's maybe not quite as complex and feature-rich as the Zibo, but I do think overall the aircraft is very much on par with the Zibo in many ways. I have found a glitch or two here and there, but nothing major. It's working pretty doggone well. Hey, there's Jay Smitty checking in. John, how are you? Good to see you. All right, so yeah, no cabin announcements, yeah, things like that. Why ready to watch the master? Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna try not to cartwheel it down the runway and strike a wing like we did last time. Here, the glitches I've found so far is really only one major one. In the 700 variant, I was not getting the correct readout when I was starting engine number 1. It was only spooling up to about 2% N2, and I wasn't able to troubleshoot why that was. But I went ahead and flipped the fuel levers on anyway, and it fired up. So that was a little bit of an engine start glitch. That's the main one I've found. I One of them has well, the landing gear retraction doesn't always work for me, but that might also be a honeycomb thing. It may not just be a level up 737 thing, but anyway, let's just work through the process here, you guys. And the EFB, you can put in your fuel, um, the cargo, or I'm sorry, the payload. I think actually payload goes right here. Also, just click on the blue, and then you have a payload total. And then let's see what is our payload total. We're just using our sim brief stuff as always. 9.1, so 9,100 kilograms. And you can, if you want, you can get, specific about passengers and where they go. I haven't really messed around with that. I just kind of put a total payload in and roll with it. It does have a little CG envelope that you can, make sure that you're where you need to be. We're clear down here on the low end, obviously, because we're pretty light, pretty short flight, only an hour and 20 minutes or so. And then I haven't messed with this at all. I don't really even know what this is. If it allows you to change, well, obviously the standard weight of what you have and what your passenger layout is maybe, but I don't know. So anyway, that's kind of what that looks like. Back to the home. There is no PA. These two I don't really use a whole lot, to be honest with you. And yeah, they don't seem to do anything quite yet. I can pull the ground services out like we will need. I'm going to request the GPU and the air start unit. I'm going to set the chocks. I'm not going to worry about the air stairs. I am going to open up some doors though, like we need the entry. We'll open up the cargo and aft cargo. You can hear the APU or the ground power unit firing up. You can also open up the overwings if you would like. And I think you can call better pushback from here if you wanted. I have a keyboard shortcut that I use for that though. So anyway, use de-ice. It's cool. The trucks come out and de-ice the wings. Oh, nice. Whoops. I want to see this. I haven't done this one yet, so I didn't realize there was anything that came. Oh, so I don't see the trucks, but I can see the stuff getting sprayed. That's pretty cool. So yeah, and they've talked a lot about um, the next the next release and what it's going to include, and probably a lot of this stuff is going to get tidied up a little bit. Hey, Millhouse is here. How are you, Real Millhouse? Great to see you. All right, well we'll let that do its thing, and we will. I feel like we're ultra loud here. Do I have a door open? I do. Let's close this guy. That'll help a little bit with the sound. And I'm just kind of using my Zebo checklist, to be honest with you. Everything is pretty well tied together. So we've got fuel and payload set. We've got the ground power and air start units connected. Wheel chocks are set. That is nice to do, by the way. It helps the IRSs align. Battery will come on. We will select ground power. See kind of everything coming to life here. Really nice night lighting, and I've tried to set our time of day here to afternoon so that we can maybe take advantage of that a little bit here, but you can see that's really well done. Let's pop up here IRSs to, I think we go straight over to nav. It takes about 8 minutes, I think. I don't remember if this one has a setting where you can do an instant alignment or not, but Rob uses X checklist. Oh, Rob's saying that he had trucks and it had guys with hoses and everything. Oh man, um, Don't leave before they stamp my passport. Yeah, everybody, feel free, toss up a little passport emote if you happen to be a subscriber there. This is a perfect time for that. And yeah, love to see those passports coming out there. I will be by to check and stamp here soon. All right, we'll get the IRSs aligned. We want to make sure that the electrical hydros are going to be off for right now. Emergency lights, we're going to arm those. We're going to go ahead and put the passenger signs to auto. Flight altitude, we were given a paltry flight level 230, so we're going to roll with it. And then Innsbruck is like pretty high up, if I remember right. What do we have here? Let me zoom in and get an elevation. The heck. All right, yeah, it had like a weird. There we go. Innsbruck elevation is 2,000 feet, pretty much 1,900, I think, officially 1907. So we'll set that, and that'll be ready for us. There's a couple of passports coming out there from Rob, and Pentagon will hide you in the library or in the lavatory. All right, let's see. Window heat. Yeah, better get the window heat to going here. Leave the probes here for just a little bit. Position light can be turned to steady. And probably time to check the doors here. It's a Rob and Rob night tonight. That's right. I know a lot of Robs. They're good people. So anyway, that's pretty basic EFB, but does the job, and it's not too like those EFBs can be kind of frame heavy if you're not careful. Okay, let's go down to the FMC if I can get the right deal here. We do have up-to-date nav data, and that is one thing that I will really suggest if you're going to fly really anywhere, but especially if you're new like me. You're flying overseas. You're flying in the an unfamiliar airspace. Then make sure you're up to date. Okay, make sure you're not like you have the corrected departures and arrivals. Yeah, so if you click the emote there on the right hand side, that should give you all of my subscriber emotes. I think I'm up to close to a dozen or so. But yeah, so that's pretty important. And then I'm going to show you something else that I learned. And it seems like such a simple thing, but I'll be honest with you, I did not learn it right away, and it made things complicated for me as I was attempting to learn this unfamiliar airspace as it was. I'll show you that in just a second, though. Let's see, the position is set. We'll go ahead and put our route in here. Again, we're Gatwick to Innsbruck. We are flight level 230. And I think we're going to do runway... Smitty, did you find them? You only see 8? There should be 5 that are available for free, I think. And then another whatever. Pentagon kind of has the whole works there. So... I don't think I've set anything up. I do have a couple like tier 2 and tier 3 subs, but nobody has those yet. All right. Go to departures. We are on the what are we on? Did I not get we're on the MIMF 1 Mike departure. MIMF 1 Mike. That's our boy right there. 2.6 left. And Rob sees 14 total. Yeah. I'm in the 737-600 Pentagon. I will activate that, and then we'll just jump into the we're going to start here. So we go the MIMF 1, we go out to the MIMFO waypoint, and then we pick up Yankee 312. By the way, be prepared for like ultra long routes. Like here is the route from SimBrief. And this is for an hour and 20-minute flight. It's like it's crazy. It really is crazy, but you kind of just get used to it. All right, Yankee 312 to the Delta Victor Romeo waypoint, and then we are on Lima 9 niner to the Conan. And then we are on the Uniform Lima 607. I feel like there's some backlighting here that I could be turning up. Uniform Lima 607 to the Kilo Oscar Kilo EOR. Mike 150. And that is to Pites. Tango Echo Sierra. And from Pites, it's direct to Kilo Romeo Hotel. Sorry guys, I see the chat scrolling by, but I just want to get this in so I don't miss anything here. Baytub. And Baytub is, we go Mike 738 to our final spot of Adab. You can see the IRSs finally did align as everything popped up here. We'll go ahead and execute that, and then we will go to arrivals. And I'm looking at Innsbruck right now. The winds are 050 at 6, so it looks like we get to attempt that landing back to the east, which is that picturesque one where you're turning over the city, and that should be a lot of fun to try. Made one Bravo, and make sure I get the right one here, you guys. So stand by just one more second here. Approach. Is it the RNAV Yankee that I want? Oh, actually, no, I take it back. This is the one landing east, so this is not the one I was thinking of. The one coming back to the west, I guess, is the one where you make the tight right-hand turn. That's okay. We'll go ahead and just pick the localizer. I'm sorry, we're RNAV Yankee and Elam. Will that work for us? I think it will. Elam transition. Okay, there we go. All right, let's pick legs. Let me catch up on the chat here. So, Real Melhouse, nice emotes. I like that. I'm tempted to buy the Twin Otter. Anyone know if it's actually good? Pentagon asks. And Rob Valkyrie is sharing a Discord PM with Jay Smitty. And then some talk about that. I like the X-Plane Twin Otter. You're sticking with that. Yeah, and there's a really good mod for that. Talk to Downwind Sim. Makes me really appreciate the SSG E-Jets for being able to use my keyboard to input stuff. Yeah, that's true. That would be a nice feature. There's no doubt about that. Panagon saying, yeah, you better have a good grip on the bounce. Yep. Not much of a fan of MSFS yet, Rob Valkyrie said. And he also likes those E-Jets from SSG. Millhouse says, I rarely ever fly them. They were on sale, but airliners aren't my poison. Yeah, it's just nice to have them in the in the hangar just in case, right, Millhouse? It's okay if you don't fly everything all the time. Okay, we need to come up now and do a little bit of a check, a plan check. So we'll click this guy over one. That pulls up our route, and then we'll just step through it. So we're departing and making a right-hand turn around north of the airfield. Then we're heading to the east, coming on down here to Elim, and then that takes us pretty much in, and then we kind of dive down. It's a little bit of an offset approach here because of terrain. Okay, that looks great. Turn that back to map. And that looks fine right there, I think. We need to put the baro into hectopascals. And I see right now, I'm getting a little out of order on my checklist here, but I'm up in this area. Sometimes I do that, and then I hit it again when I just double check it. 1039er. Set that right there, and that checks out just a little bit above sea level, so that's good. All right, so we've got our route in there. Now we need to go down. Let's get our perf data in and make sure everything, all the stuff is good to go. Again, flight level 230. We know we have 0 fuel weight. Sim brief, let's say the 46.3. So pretty light. Oh, wait a second. Is that? That's way too much. Yeah. What? 0 fuel weight in it's maybe do I need to convert? Okay, that's a little bit of an interesting deal right there. None of that's working for us. Okay. Let me see if I can put anything in there. Cost index. I think I have a cost index here. This is the plane. I picked this plane because this is the only variant I haven't had some kind of weird thing happening. I guess now I am. So that's the way it goes. Cost index is 47. It's liking that. Transition altitude 6,000. I believe that's correct. Can I drop it in there for me? Maybe I can. And then I can do my reserves after that. Autofill. Okay. I'm down. Top of climb, I'm looking at winds 015 at 35. Oh wow, not a bad wind up there that high, 35 knots. And temperature is minus 31. It's also not too bad. Okay, we'll execute that. Insufficient fuel. Did I not get? All right, 5. Well, I've got, okay, so I've got 10,000 pounds, which is what I was, well, actually, it's even more than I was entering. All right, let's take a look here. Doggone it. We better make sure I mess this up. Fuel weight and balance.
Gatwick traffic Alpine 2001 at the moment passing through 4,600 for ILS runway 08 right at Gatwick.
Let's see if that changed anything. I don't know if I have to call the fuel truck or not. I don't know if it automatically changed. It doesn't look like it. Interesting. Okay, that's curious. We'll call that fuel truck. We'll see if we get our fuel, loaded in there, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at that. Yeah, they're draining fuel out of there, so that's working appropriately, but yeah, it's just not liking that for some reason. All right, we'll come back to that. We will be yeah, we can just do a regular 22K takeoff and a regular climb setting. You can derate these and do a 20K or an 18K. That's just a derated, and you can, instead of climbing out super fast. These ones are a little bit more moderate, again, just to save some fuel. Yeah, we'll be a flaps 5 departure today. CG is 21.1, trim of 5. We'll remember that. And there's our V speed, so we'll just click those and they automatically populate in there. And then let's go down here and we'll set our trim at 5. And oh, it's actually right about on it right there. So we don't have to worry about doing anything with that, but that would be where you would check things out there. Scrappy the pilot. Hey, good day, Scrappy. Great to see you, man. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Trim V speeds and okay. Let's brief the departure here, boys and girls. We need the MIMF 1. Let's open up the charts here. Here's the second thing that I think is vital for flying outside of the United States. I really think, I know you can find charts for free. I know you can, but I just think this is the best $9 a month you're going to spend if you have the ability to. There's the MIMF 1 mic. Everything's up to date. It's all right there. Plus you get the, you're going to pay for the updated AirAC cycle anyway, right? And that's like $6, isn't it? Something like that. So it's really a no-brainer, especially they have the taxi charts. It's crazy that some of these airports, but here's our departure. Okay, so we'll be departing 257. When we get out here to 2.3, we need to be at a max of 220, and we need to be between 4,000 and 1,500. The departure guide, now we don't have him tonight, unfortunately, but I'm going to show you something that, again, I found helpful. But the departure, he will say cleared MIMF 1 mic departure, top altitude 4,000. He'll tell you what that top altitude is, or planned filed route or something like that. 4,000 initial. He'll give you that number. Okay, but in this case, it's particularly important. They really step you up right here because I think they try to get Heathrow out and up over the top a little bit sooner. Gatwick tends to have, I think, a little bit smaller aircrafts, and so anyway, so we're going to turn all the way around. Once we get to 2.3, we'll start that turn to 079er, and again, we want to try to keep our speed, 220. Then we can go to 250, 4,000. It's giving us a distance, when we're 29, when we're 31, etc., etc. And then we get out here to Acorn. We want to be at 5,000 at Acorn. Then we turn 098 to Mempho. We get up to 6,000, and like I say, they just kind of slowly step you up. Then Dover, and I think once you get out over the English Channel, then they go ahead and clear you up to your cruise altitude. So that's why we're going to go ahead and just stay with 230. Normally I'd say with a plane like this, oh man, why aren't we up in the threes? Well, it's because we don't, we're halfway out across in our route before we even get above 10,000. And then keep in mind also that the transition altitude here is 6,000. That's another thing. So you go to a standard QNH 1013 at 6,000, which for us is here at Mempho. So we'll just keep those things in mind. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Airport. Let's see if we can find the taxi. Yeah. So we're here, and we are expecting. We're going to push back nose left. And I'm thinking we're probably going to come down either, I think we were given Papa last time we were here, Papa to Alpha Sierra and then to the holding point, or Papa November, and they'll tell you the holding point, either Alpha 2 or Alpha 3, and that's kind of where we will hold. We'll just talk via Unicom tonight in order to do that. Okay, everybody okay so far? Yeah, Rob is agreeing with me. If it's a no-brainer, Rob, you and I, man, we're on the same page, right? Because we're both simple dudes, and yeah. But I think that's, again, but well worth skipping Starbucks twice a month to get this. Okay, So flight directors are coming on. That's auto throttle. Flight directors.
Slowly circulate runway 08 right Alpine to 001 Gatwick traffic.
He's landing the other way. What the heck? I see winds 320 at 4. Now we're still going to take the 26s. I guess we'll pay attention. We'll see what people are doing, but I'm going to take the 26s unless I am convinced otherwise. What was I doing? Heading, yeah. So I'm just pulling back up our departure here. So we're out here 257, then we're coming around to 079. I'm going to go ahead and just put the 079 in there. Click and hold feature is really nice on this. It's a fast spinning one. Unlike like Carenado where you click and hold and it's like 1, 2, 3. It's faster to scroll wheel it. This one's a nice click and hold. Top altitude or our speed needs to be 220. So I'm going to set that right now. And then top altitude is 4,000. So we'll get that all set in there and ready to go. And I can actually engage the auto throttle before the push if I wanted to. I'm going to leave that off though for now. And then heading mode and LNAV, I'm going to leave that off as well. We'll go ahead and get that ready here in just a little bit. Okay, I need to put in the Detling VOR. Yeah, see, hey, good to see you, whoever that is. Sorry, I'm bumbling and bumbling my way through because I can't see anything. Detling VOR is a 1730. Hey, there's Iowa Scotsman. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great to see you, my good man. Sorry about the other day. I had to leave early. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. All right, so this is what we're going to be tracking. This is the DME that we're going to be tracking as we're making our way outbound. So, trying to remember. Okay, so I'll have that turned on. I should have a DME that appears. I don't remember where. Don't remember where. I can't believe he's landing on the 08s. I don't think that's the right one, but that's okay. What do I know? I'm from out of town. All right, I'm ready to do this. We need to go to ground services. We're going to go ahead and remove the chocks. I'm going to get the APU going. So let's get our fuel pumps going here. Really think you only need the aft, the right side aft for the APU, but I always forget, and like if I only start one, that's the only one I have for about the first 20 minutes of my flight, and then I realize and I panic and I don't remember how to crossfeed correctly, and it's a whole thing. So let's just get them all going here. This will spin up, and you can kind of hear it in the background. I have the sounds, I think, turned up fairly high. Yeah, so you'll be able to hear things, hopefully. I think this is a little cosmetic glitch myself. Is it stays here for like a long time and then it just rockets up. It's not. Did I not get it started? Oh, helps if you actually turn it to start, not to on. Yeah, thank you. Northwest Ornament. Northwest Ornament. He knew what was up. Yeah, I moved it to start, but I moved it to on, Rob, and I didn't get it all the way down to start. There she goes. There she goes. But still, and maybe this is not as big a thing. Seems like the one time I watched it was pretty gradual, and then it just like rocketed up there, and I'm like, is my APU blowing up on me or what? So speaking of the junior first officer, first of all, welcome, Will. Skull. I just received word that the junior first officer is inbound on a surprise weekend visit. So how exciting is that? We're just about there. Okay, we're good to go. We can set the not quite yet, I guess. We got to come down and wait till this illuminates. Go. Takes over. That pops the ground power off for us automatically, and not a bad idea. Really, I should have done this to begin with before I did anything, but let's just see if our APU gen is working. Yep, we're in good shape there. Alright, so we can disconnect the GPU and the air start. We can put the packs on auto and starter valve to auto, and the APU bleed can come on as well. We'll start to get some duct feed, some pressure. I've one so far. What's going on here, guys? So valve. Interesting. Okay, well that looks a little better. Yeah, this is the spot where I had trouble in the 700 variant as well. A little different flow than my Zebo and my PMDG. So, is that a glass fireplace in the background? Yeah, man, it's a gas insert, and it does do a good job of like heating this room, and so it's not like a whole house like your wood burning stove, but it's nice for this little area, and I think it's a nice little, like something's in the way. What's in the way right here? Nothing. We're good. But yeah, hopefully it makes a nice little background. Since you can't watch the junior first officer running around beating the crap out of his stuffed animals, I feel it's like a good plan B. All right. We are ready. We're going to put the anti-collision light on. We're going to call for push.
747, clear up the sky.
Ground to flight deck, the tug is driving up.
Oh, that's Flight Deck the Sim guy. Father had one installed that puts out good heat. Yeah, it's nice, and it's really nice like when you're up close to it. Like it is one of those where like if you're cold, you come in from outside from shoveling or something and you just need like a quick warm up, this is the place that I go. It's awesome. It is awesome. All right, so we'll get the pushback going here, and then we'll be on our way. Get the engine started, and yeah, we'll be out of here. We're a little late. I was hoping to be out of here about 10 minutes ago, but I've been doing too much yakking. You have a little electric one in your bedroom. Yeah, those are nice too, right? I mean, it's just sometimes you just need that little extra bit of something. And especially out there where you live, Rob, man, you guys get cold. You get that lake effect stuff.
Hatches are closed. We're ready to connect.
That extra chilly, moist air makes it romantic when I'm sitting there lying all by myself. And you can pretend that you're snuggling with, pretend you're snuggling with, whoever you want to, right? You can be here with the chat snuggling with all of us, Rob. We're there for you, man. My office tends to be the coldest room in the house. I have a Scotsman. Yeah, man. Just depends on what area, right? Like I'm downstairs, which it tends to be a little cooler anyway.
The tug's connected and the bypass pin's installed. Release parking brake.
Okay, here we go. It's that time.
We're commencing pushback. Clear to start engines in sequence.
And yeah, we'll start, let's see, we'll go left ignition here today. Let's just make sure we're going. Yeah, we're good. We're actually running out of daylight here a little bit faster than I thought. That's okay. So packs are coming off, and we need to be up around 40. Let's see, we're just a little short right there, to be honest with you, but let's see if number 2 is going to spin for us here. Yep, that's coming up nicely. We want 20% or higher, again, pretty standard start sequence. It's 20, fuel can come on. By the way, the second FMC is completely independent, which I do like, but I haven't found a way to cross-fill like the flight routes and stuff like that, so I'm just leaving it blank. Okay, everything is looking good. Starter valve is open. We're spinning up here. Everything's looking good, and the light's out, so we are good there. Let's commence. See, this is an issue. Like I shouldn't be losing my air pressure, my duct pressure. And now watch what happens here, because I'll start this guy, and yeah, like I'm getting, okay, well, no, whoops, this one's doing what it's supposed to do. So, but I don't think I'm supposed to lose that duct pressure. I think it's supposed to still be pretty high. Up to 1920. Good. I was only getting about 5%. Here's a cross-filled auto. So you had did you put yours down? Did you put yours down to auto? See, that's where it should stay when it's, well, I guess not. Anyway, that's okay. We'll go ahead and go back to auto here. We're good now. APU bleed can come off. We're not worried about that. This isolation valve,
complete, set parking brake.
auto, parking brake set. I'm gonna have to back the timer up a little bit because I want you to see the mountains here.
We're disconnecting the tow. Stand by.
I'm gonna back it up 1 hour here. I want you to see the mountains and stuff. Let's see. Sucking schnitzel. Just toga. We will soon. We will soon. Oh, your FMC just cross-filled automatically. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Oh, maybe I'm just missing something then. Thought maybe is it the data link? And I'm like, no, it's not that. I don't know. We'll mess with it when we get going. I do want to get going at some point. You guys have been super patient. Battery, let's make sure the Jennies are working. They aren't working yet because I need to do this. Close that bus and close that bus. Now they're working, okay. Transfer 1, 2, and 3. And Gen 1, Gen 2, that looks good.
Bypass pin has been removed.
And shut the APU off.
Have a safe flight. Cheerio.
Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Pushback Guy. And okay, APU anti-collision light yaw damper can come on as well. Fuel pumps are all on. Packs are back on. Probe heat can come on at this point in time. Anti-ice not needed quite yet. Isolation valve. Actually, yeah, the isolation valve's to auto. That's where we want it. And yeah, that looks good. I think we're about ready to go. You hit the FMC. All right, Rob, let's see what I've done wrong here. We won't be able to get to back to my menu here. Turn menu, FMC, and legs. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Route is all in there. Very cool. Very cool. So I think what I'm going to do is put this on. I'd like to have the departure information here, and I'll have my legs information here. That'll be good. I guess I just didn't go far enough into it there, Rob. Very good, very good. Okay, flaps need to be set. We're going to be flaps 5. 2, 3. I think that's 3. Let's make sure. Working here. Yes, we are. That looks good. Flaps 5 set. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's all looking good. And all right, I like to set the weather on here. I like to make sure traffic is, so TCAS is off because I don't have it set quite yet. 2000. I don't know if that's what they use in the UK for that universal. Like I'm IFR, but I've not talked to anybody. But we're gonna put that in now. All right, TCAS, that's good. And then I'd like to put the terrain in over here. That'll become important here in a few hundred miles. Pentagon, the safety helmet. Yes, the ever-present safety helmet. That is me. Okay, taxi light's coming on. Okay, before we go anywhere, let me show you something that I think is really important. So, like what I was always concerned about was like how do you start the conversation, right? So the one thing that I found, and again, this is basic stuff, but it didn't hit me until I was just one day not thinking about it. And if you check the ATIS, you're going to get everything you need to talk to your initial controller, whoever it happens to be. So in this case, we're looking at, this is Heathrow, this isn't Gatwick, but it gives you all the information that you need. And basically, this is what they like you to do when you're checking in the United Kingdom. They want you to, when you initially check in, acknowledge the receipt of information Oscar, report your aircraft type, current QNH on your first contact. And they also like to know where you're at. So I would be saying something like, Gatwick Tower, Speedbird 816 at stand 51 with information Oscar. We are a Boeing 737-600, QNH 1019er. That would be my check-in with them. And then they would see that I have an ILS flight plan on file, and he would clear me, to go wherever I'm going with whatever flight plan I have, unless he needs to make a correction. I've not had too many corrections made. SimBrief does a pretty good job of putting you in the right, the right spot. Oh, holy moly. What's going on here? So yeah, if you go off a SimBrief, you're usually in pretty good shape, and you get cleared as filed. The only time I've ever been adjusted is there was a time where the wind changed and they had to completely turn me around and depart me the other direction. Okay, I'm a little off. There we go. Okay, here comes. This is November. No, this is Papa. Papa down to November. I think the other thing that happens a lot more in the European airports is Unicom traffic reports like way more about where they're taxiing. I don't, just because I don't really know the airports that well just yet, but it's not uncommon. I've heard some airports where like the pilots are literally giving you every time they turn onto a different taxiway. So that may be something that I need to improve on as well. But so far, I've just sort of tried to get there and let people know, like when I'm at the holding points and things like that. I already feel like we're a little backwards with the flow because we had somebody come in on 8 right, and we're going to be departing on 26 left. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we're going to be opposite that guy, I guess, that out-of-town guy. I used to think that the winglets were so cool when they first came out, and now I almost like the wings better without. Like it just feels more old school. Do have an EasyJet livery, but the EasyJet didn't fly the 737, so I feel like that's, those fictitious liveries. I'll kind of leave them alone for now. Alright, so I'm looking for November, which is I think this is the first one right here. Yeah, and then we head over to the holding point Alpha 3 is where I'm going. Right behind Easy Row here. I do like that orange and white livery. I think that's kind of cool. Okay. Sorry, chat. I'm watching my taxi chart just to make sure. Ooh, and I actually am taking. Might have needed. I should have probably been over there. That's, yeah, my bad. I think they do. They take you down. Yeah, I'm actually on. I'm still on. I don't even know where I'm at. One more over is November, which is where I should have been. So, oopsie daisy. Booger. Is that what I'm supposed to say, Scrappy? Okay, let's make the turn.
Fixie.
There's good fixins. Good evening, sir. Great to see you, Brett. Coming up on holding point Alpha. Oh, are we Alpha 2? We might be. No, Mike. Oh, crud. Yeah, I'm one off here. I got to come over here to Alpha 3. Gatwick traffic. Speedbird 816 is holding short of 26 left at Alpha 3. Gatwick traffic. Just want to make sure I have everything ready here. Any lights can come on. Everything here is good. I've turned the strobes on. So let's get to our spot. Yep. Some things Track IR is good with. Looking up and clicking buttons on the panel while taxiing is not one of them. We'll put the relights to continuous and had my electrical hydros on. That's a bad pilot being bad. Okay, that's all good. Strobe anti-collisions are on. Okay, that's all good there. This is going to go to TARA, and I feel like we've got, yep, RTO on that. Okay, so depart. Again, climbing up to 2,300. Yes, I am going to cheat. I'm going to be looking at this departure on my screen to my left. I make no bones about that until I get much more familiar with this airspace. I don't want to be getting in people's way. So up 220 feet, and actually no, I'm sorry. It's 257 on the heading, runway heading to 2.3 DME. I still don't know where that DME is located. Oh well, we're going to just have to wing it. And then a right-hand turn to 079. I can't climb above. I need to stay below 4,000 until we're past the airport. Then we're up to 5,000 at Acorn, which I think is all contained. Yeah, these are in there. 15 DET. This is the 31 from that DET VOR, and then 29 from it. Yeah, so really all I need to do is just engage the VNAV, but where's the fun in that, right? Gatwick traffic, Speedbird 816 is departing 26 left, Gatwick. Okay, here we go, boys and girls. It's clear. Runway is clear. Time to go flying. Let's go to Austria. What do you say? I'm going to leave the engine sounds up nice and loud. Tell me if they're too loud, though, as we get going. Okay, we're lined up. Go. Takeoff power set. The water a little bit on me. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots is checked.
Gatwick traffic. Monarch 91 Papa Romeo lining up. Runway 26 left behind departing traffic. Gatwick.
That's the other thing that you're going to see. Positive rate, gear up. Is call signs here. You know, in the U.S., they're pretty much all numbers. You know, American 816 or whatever. Here you can have, you know,
400.
Alpha Romeo and all kinds of stuff tacked on to the end there. Think about putting a Mike Lima on for Melvin Leroy. All right, we're doing good. Flaps need to be coming up here. Just gonna hand fly. Stay below 220. I'm not doing a very good job of that. And I'm turning a little too soon, but please forgive me. Have to stay below 4,000 also. I'd like you to be not just below 220, but at 220. So, for me, I probably should have engaged the autopilot, but again, where's the fun in that? See you later, London Heathrow. Right, around we go. Here comes 4,000, so I'm gonna...
Traffic, Monarch 91 Papa Romeo, taking off runway 26 left. Memphis 1 Mike departure. Gatwick.
Yeah, that's the other thing I probably should have done. I think it's common on the Unicom calls to make those to let people know what departure you're on, things like that. Again, that's not something you normally hear or see in the States, but I do think I hear that a lot over here. But all right, well, we went ahead and tossed the autopilot on. It's took our speed off, but it should be holding 2,000 or 220. Oh, and I actually blew through this out. Well, no, I didn't. I should have been between 3,200 and 4,000. I don't know why it's choosing to descend, but it is. 4,000 is what's selected, but yeah, it's wanting to descend here for some reason. Okay, I'm going to probably do an alt hold then, because I don't want to fly into the ground. Controlled flight into terrain doesn't sound fun. And 220. Please, pretty please. Too much hand flying. Probably I should have tossed it in right away. I'm not sure which. Yeah, so it's going to the correct DET VOR and 29 DME. Yeah, so it's going to the right spot. All right, let's climb. Let's climb to 4, please. Shall we? Don't have to be in a big hurry again, because we're not 5,000 until we get to Acorn, which is coming up here in just a little bit. There's Acorn, so you know we still have 10 or 15 miles. Northwest Ornament, thanks for flying along with us, man. Make sure all my flaps are up here. Hard to see my thing, but I think flaps are up. We'll turn off the auto brake here as well. We'll stow the landing gear, and we're not through 10,000 yet, but we're just going to clean things up a little bit while we still have a moment. So the other thing that I think happens, and again, I'm still learning. I'm just trying to pass along to you what I've learned, is that the tower doesn't really like in the States. The tower will basically stay with you until you departed, and then when you're in the air, they will say contact Kennedy departure on 132.55 or whatever. In Europe, it's more common for them to clear you for takeoff, and then before you leave, they'll say contact departure airborne. And I think it's terminal, contact terminal airborne. And so your job is to, once you kind of get going, and I don't know what the magic number is, if it's 1,000 feet or if it's what, but once you get rolling, then you switch over frequencies and you give terminal a call, and then they walk you through it. And it's not uncommon also, as you're departing out, for them to hand you over to like another one or two terminal controllers, and again, I think it's just little airspace sectors that they walk you through. And this is such a tight, really compact, especially right here, really compact area with so many airports, that there's a lot of different controllers keeping their eyeballs on you. So that's kind of fun also. But you just have to be ready. You got to be listening. You got to be ready with your frequencies. And so this sector controller would have said, this terminal controller would have said speedbird 816, climb maintain 5,000, and we would acknowledge and do just that. And we're just about to the point where we can turn and speed up as well, because once we get to actually, we could have, back there at the DET 29er, we could have sped up a little bit. We were cleared to 250. Sequencing, just like with any busy airspace, is pretty important, and so speed, understanding your speed and all that stuff is helpful. I mean, it's not, it's no worse than flying into Boston, or whatever. But again, if you can help out your controller, they greatly appreciate it. Okay, I think I'm hitting some little McLovin here, so we're going to go ahead and turn the anti-icing on. And okay, we're cleared. We're at 5,000 at Acorn, and then we'll be cleared up to 6,000 at Mimfo. So at some point here, we would be cleared up to climb to Mimfo. And again, this is common in many areas for you to not necessarily be cleared directly up to your cruise altitude, to be step climbed in several different steps. So just kind of be ready for that. And I think I think my speed restriction is done. I think I am good to speed up, although I don't know if it's worth getting too quick, because we do have to climb here in just a little while. So turn off the window reflections. Is that something down here in the config that I can do? Because I don't like them either. Visual effects. Yeah, I don't like those. And I just think all it does is chew up your frame rates. Thanks for the suggestion, Rob. That's a good call. By the way, something else you're going to want to do, and I missed this, is go to hardware, and if you have rudder pedals, make sure you change this. It just cycles through. Put that on yaw, or you will not be able to use your rudder pedals. And then come out here and Where's the save? Make sure that you save and yeah, save all configs, or it'll come back and be right back where you left it off. So, yeah, that's much better. Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you. All right, we're just about through here. When we get to here, then it becomes a matter of like they may go ahead and clear you up. We're going to turn our anti-icing off because we're kind of through the muckety muck. And I'm going to spin this up. We're only going to 230, so that's all right. And I'm going to let the FMC, I'm going to let the profile climb me out of here. So we'll go to VNav. We're tracking the lateral track here. And when we get ourselves to where we're supposed to go, it should step us up. I'm going to take a peek just to, gosh darn, make sure. Legs, routes. Where am I? DVR. Oh, it doesn't really have anything here, so let's do this. Might be too late to do that. Start me climbing. No, it doesn't like that. Okay, so let's... It's also not speeding me up here. Alright, we're going to go to level change mode. We're just going to climb out of here at 250. And just take ourselves up to 230. I haven't used level change just yet. Let's see how drastically it climbs us here. Yeah, 4,000. We're going vertical, boys. We're out of here. That doesn't look too bad, honestly. If you wanted to arrest that descent rate, you could just speed it up a little bit. You know, climb out of there at like 280 as opposed to 250. So, yeah, see, it's coming down to a much more kind of manageable. Get too fast though, this thing will kind of like all of a sudden you'll find yourself climbing out at 700 or something like that, and then it really will take you all day to get to top a climb. There's our climb banana. So yeah, anyway, like I said, fun little airplane. Ooh, know what else I forgot to do? We're through 6,000, so let's go standard QNH, and we would turn everything off here. Landing and taxi lights would come off as well. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Onward and upward. One other thing I would recommend when you're learning how to do this in your flight plan. This is a critical piece of information to add. New to airspace. Trust me, do that. You're going to have a lot. The controllers already are very, very patient and very good. European bat sim, it's really good. It is really good. Like they have, I think the Navigraph survey that they sent out show that I think it was Navigraph show that they, the volume of traffic in Europe it even surpasses what we see in the United States on VATSIM. So, but what I notice, and I don't know about you guys, but if you just look on, and I'll show you this when we kind of get up to top of climb. If you just look on your whatever software you're using to see what ATC is on, VATSpy or Volanta or SimToolkit Pro or whatever, Europe is active, and ATC wise they're active. So anyway, the point I'm making is they're very understanding, and they can pick out an American accent, and they probably can put two and two together that this person's probably new. He's probably not from Hamburg, even though he's flying out of Germany. So we're gonna make sure that he knows what's going on. And I've had many conversations with controllers where I've just had to say, look, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're asking, and they'll either break it down for me or they'll restate it or whatever. But I never get that feeling of, you should figure it out or disconnect. I've heard that in the States a few times. And sometimes when I was new, it was sometimes directed at me, and I hear it now with new pilots and aggravated air traffic control. I don't hear that over here. So, but I still think it's nice if you just have a note in there, because then they will, they'll just make sure that they take care of you, I guess is what I'm saying. I always put new to airspace, please don't laugh at me and be nice. Yeah, it's I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it more than I thought. You feel silly about being nervous or apprehensive about trying a new airspace, and certainly procedures are different, phraseology is different. Accents and understanding controllers can be a challenge, but what I try to do when I spawn into a new airport is I try to get there early. I try to get my flight plan filed early, and then I'll just sit and I'll listen to each little, like I'll listen to ground for a while, and then I'll listen to tower for a while, and I'll listen to terminal for a while, and I'll try to see if I can listen to 4 or 5 pilots kind of interacting with ATC before I say anything. And usually at that point you can kind of pick through and understand, like the German controllers are the ones I struggle with probably more than anything, just their accent and their pronunciation of words. It just takes me a while. It takes my American ears a while to figure out what they're needing. But again, after about the 3rd or 4th aircraft that talks before I do, you can kind of start to anticipate, this is what he's asking for, and this is the information he's giving you, and then this is what he expects you to say back to him. So just take your time when you're there for the first time, and again, listen to varying levels. The center controllers, which their radar, they're pretty similar to what you hear in the States, but the tower and terminal controllers are the ones that have the slightly different procedures. I flew to Frankfurt and determined I was better off just flying an observer role. Yeah, and that's an okay way to go too, Smitty. For sure. All right, let's check the Volanta Tapa climb report. You can see we're rolling here, and I think we have we should have Northwest Ornament here somewhere, but he might not be showing up on my. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. I guess I can't Volanta stock him, so I don't know. Oh, he might be right on our 6. Him right there. Yeah, Monarch. There we go. Yeah, let me show you a couple things, a couple places I've been going here, and some things I can recommend, I guess, for fantastic places to fly. I think it's important, whether it's the UK or Germany or Sweden or whatever. I think it's important to kind of have a home base and branch out from there. So I've sort of made the UK my little toehold, and I really like Dublin. I've flown out of Dublin a lot. For some reason, Volanta doesn't track my flights in Europe as well. I don't know why that is, but anyway, so find yourself a home base. Get comfortable with departing out of a certain sector, and then branch out. Then go to Germany, or go to Innsbruck, or go to Spain, or wherever. The UK, pretty similar to what you find in the United States. The other place that I think is pretty similar is Australia. Their ATC, their procedures are pretty doggone similar. Millhouse, have I ever done VFR in the UK? Yes, I have. And that's complicated. That's worse than IFR, and so I haven't done very much of that online. I've kind of done it mostly offline. They have some interesting airspace rules and regulations, and again, it's a like especially in the UK, and I don't know, maybe it's this way in most of Europe. Hey, 0.34. Yeah, I was just about to say don't try VFR. Yeah, it's the airspace, and I don't even know if you call them Bravos and Charlies or whatever. The controlled airspaces in the UK are pretty insane. I mean, I'm going to just show you a quick shot of my Drobart. Hey, how are you, man? Back into Twitch? Here you are. Yeah, man. Long time no see. Good to see you. All right, so here is. Let me show you a little chart here. So yeah, I mean, this is the high airways chart, and right, like that's it's just insanity. And then the airspaces are kind of wonky, kind of funky, and man, like this is the one thing that Navigraph I don't think does a great job of, is it doesn't really give you like where am I legal? Like if I'm flying into London City, or I'm flying past London City, like at what altitude am I legal? Like, do I have to completely miss all of the airspace, or is this a shelf here? Can I stay under 5,000 and be okay? And then of course, here, this is this is Heathrow, and so it's just, yeah, VFR is a mess. You can click the airspace and see the limits, but it's a PITA. Let me see. So the airspace is, so the segments. Okay, so like, I guess I didn't realize that. I didn't put two together. So if I click London City here, it gives me low level ground, upper limits 350. Is this one a different one? That's just different. Yeah, see, I still don't know. I still don't feel comfortable flying VFR. If I fly VFR, I right click maybe. You have to overfly. You have to not overfly the Queen. Oh yes, this is true, Drobart. There was a trick selecting the lower airspaces, Millhouse says. Can't remember, might have been a control or something. I'll keep messing with it, but I guess to answer your question is I've not done much of it, because it's like that's maybe the next step for me. But like I want to get better at IFR flying. I want to get better at flying. Kind of like in Europe, I'm kind of that guy. Like the 737, like the most popular plane in all of flight sim, right? It's not a vintage plane. It's not a GA plane, but it's what I'm comfortable with. So anyway, that's what I want to get better in Europe. I want to get better in Asia. I want to fly, I want to fly into Kai Tak and all that stuff. Holy moly, QF Music is here with a rating party of 26. QF Music, doggone it, great to see you. Sorry we missed you the other day with our raid. It was nice to catch the tail end. And yeah, if you're living under a rock and you don't know who QF Music is, you might want to go give her a look-see. She, I think it's safe to say, the chillest vibe in flight sim, the greatest music, intro, outro music. And I stole one of your ideas the other day, by the way, QF Music. I absolutely love how you do your outro by playing the music and doing the replay. Love that. So I stole that a little bit. I had to step away from the keyboard for a minute, and happened to be on the ground kind of in between legs, and I backed my replay up about 5 minutes and let the audience watch that. So anyway, I gave you credit though, by the way. I have to pay. Oh, he had to pay. Pay you back. Yeah. Nope. Let's see. What's Drobart saying? You have to. Oh, she needs to learn to fly for real. It'll help her very much. She's a darn good sim pilot. That's all I know. A lot of fun to watch. Anyway, one of the good ones for sure. All right. So welcome everybody from the QF Music Channel. By the way, hello. My name's Brant. This is the Melvin Leroy channel. I was just talking about like our brand is we don't have a brand. You'll usually catch me in a bush plane or a vintage airliner or something along those lines, but for some reason I have just decided to I just really like this level up 737. It just has taken me back to my very first add-on that I ever bought for flight simulation, which is the PMDG 737. And I don't know, it's just been a walk down memory lane. It's been very nostalgic. It's not the PMDG, but it's really nice, and the price is right. And it's helped me fly a lot in Europe, which is also cool. So, experience weather and other joys. Yes, absolutely. Dr. Pepper, what about Dr. Pepper? Rob, the Melvin Leroy channel still not sponsored by Dr. Pepper. But I am enjoying. Sorry, the ale horn's in the dishwasher again, so get scared and almost die in midair. The brand. Ah, that is my brand. You're right. I got you. Okay. I haven't checked the cruise checklist just yet, so I should probably do that. So we've got, yeah, we're sitting at about 280. Really, this plane, it's not a fast plane. It'll do, well, you know what? I should probably go into VNAV and let it speed up, but about Mach point 7.6 to 7.8 is about the most you can get out of it. But that's okay. It's what it lacks in speed, it makes up for in style. It's one of those. There's really no bad way or day to have a Dr. Pepper. This is Melvin Leroy. I'm here to say there's no bad way or day to have a Dr. Pepper. There you go. Clip that. That's our $1 million idea right there. I can do another take if you need me to. Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. That's what I need. That's the next emote, is the not sponsored emote. If someone would work on a not sponsored emote, I will feature it on my Twitch stream. I need that. All right, what was I going to do here? Drobart's tossing numbers out there, and Drobart, I'm going to do this to you, buddy. I'm going to do this to you. I'm a little surprised that I'm the one doing that. You're emailing Dr. Pepper. All right, good deal. I can't wait to see the junior first officer. He'll be here tonight, you guys. Like, I'm gonna be getting done with the stream probably about the time he gets here. Oh, I'm so excited. I got to go to work tomorrow. That's the only bummer part, but I'll be able to hang out with him. It'll be awesome. Dr. Pepper add 1024. Still waiting for the 4765 Zulu emote. What's the 4760? What am I missing there, Tim? For some reason, I have the 2319 from Monsters Inc. stuck in my head. What's the 4765 Zulu emote? I've got room for lots of emotes. I've got room for. Oh, that's like the most used emote in ZBW. Oh, The squawk. Oh. Oh, I got you. I got you. See, I'm out of the loop. I don't know these things. I've got to have you guys here to keep me in the know. The 1966 ad, Dr. Pepper on YouTube. Okay, Drobart, I will look it up. I will look it up. The cool thing about 2319, by the way, Real Millhouse, that was the exact time. That was the exact time that the junior first officer was born, 11:19 p.m. So we call him, he's our little 2319. All right, we're doing good, guys. We're over Belgium right now, and so here's the deal with the devil that I've made in terms of flying in Europe. Since I don't have 7 12 terabyte external hard drives hooked up to my PC, I am just using default scenery, which doesn't look too bad. I mean, when you're up here even at 23,000 feet, you really don't notice. And so all I do is I just do a little zoom level ortho right around the airport itself, and you guys will have to tell me what you think coming into Innsbruck. I thought it looked pretty good, honestly, and was pretty happy with it. But you guys will have to tell me. I wish I was this cool. as cool as good fixins, maybe. I lose out on the coolness factor. The coolest emote, though, truly was. I farmed it out, and I got lucky. I know a guy, and our guy was Jeffrey Becker's over there at Gemma Studio that gave me the animated flaming dragon emote, which is I think still the coolest emote I have. So the ale horn is probably the next best one, I think. Then so anyway, I'm still looking for it, and I take donations. If you know, donations is the wrong word. I take submissions. If you know how to make an emote and you've got a cool one. I do think the not sponsored, I think that's got to be cool as a junior first officer. Oh, Millhouse, yeah, man. That kid, he's cooler than any 4-year-old should be. Every time he comes back, I try to get him to do a couple more sound clips, and every time he does, he kind of starts to get a little bit more like, Papa, why are you having me do this? In fact, 2 times ago, he gave me the, not again, Papa. I'm like, no, you're the only reason people come to my stream. By the way, if you're here on stream, you're here at a great night. Not only is this the debut of the Level Up 737, nice RIP there from Sheed. Not only is it the debut of the Level Up 737, and not only is it an international Melvin flight, but it's also a giveaway night, and we're going to do a little giveaway right at the end here. So we have not we've not picked a long route just because of that. I'm not going to make you watch me cross the pond or anything like that. That's why this is just a little over an hour, but we'll do a landing rate prediction at the very end, and the person who is closest to the actual rate as displayed on Volanta will win a $25 gift card, and it can either be to xplane.org, or I can do Amazon, or whatever. We'll hook up. Oh, Drobart sent me the classic 1960 Dr. Pepper ad. Okay, I can't wait to play that. Thank you, Drobart. Can't wait to play that. So yeah, hang out a little bit. Like I said, we're not too far away. One thing we should probably do here is start thinking a little bit about descent planning. And I do know in Zebo, yeah, so you can kind of do this here. So we can set up a couple things and get some wind data some temperature data, things like that, to help out our descent planning. So just kind of taking some current information from Innsbruck here. I'm just querying Innsbruck on my kneeboard that you can't see off screen here. But so like I used to do a little something like this. Flight level 180, and yeah, that would give us like winds at Innsbruck right now at 180 are 337 at 55. Yeah, nice. 9,000. Winds are 305 at 18. And then down closer to the ground, like at 6,000, I'm currently seeing 311 at 17. Now in the PMDG, you would put these in and it would help your descent planning. So it would actually help the computer figure out the top of descent and the descent rate. I have no idea if it does that in this plane or not, but I like putting that in because it feels kind of cool. Cabin rate is, I think that's how it depressurizes. And then we have a transition level at 120. Yeah, I'm not going to put anything in there because I really don't know what that does. Alright, so that's descent forecast. And then you can also do this. Pardon me. Yeah, approach ref. So we're going to be a flaps 30 approach into Innsbruck. So that gives us a ref speed of 114. But we also look at the surface winds, and if the surface winds are over 10 knots, you add half of what the speed is. Right now the surface winds at Innsbruck are 080 at 5, so we'll do no wind correction. We'll just leave it as is. So since that's selected, we're going to put that right there, and then you just saw that pop up over there on our screen. Okay, very good. I've yet also to do a hold, but it appears that the hold option is pretty much the same as the Zibo and the PMDG, so that's nice. And the progress page also appears that it's working kind of the same. So like we're coming up 27 to go here. We'll be there at 15:32 Zulu. So about, what is that? About 17 minutes. Actually, maybe that's where we're at. Yeah, we're coming from Kilo Oscar Kilo. That's right. We're going to Combo. So yeah, we're coming up here. This leg was about 17 minutes, but now we're not even that. We're 24 miles. So, yeah. So really, if you look at it here, currently it's a little short of 15:30. So we've got we're within about we're under an hour into Innsbruck. And anyway, so hang around. You might be an instant winner. You might be a chicken dinner. You never know. How'd I get there? Couldn't find that. Yeah, descent profile. Descent button there. And then of course you can do your, you can adjust your cruise settings if you want to. You can. It's too late for climb, but you could adjust and manually set some of your climb performances as well. All that stuff is well modeled. That's all Zibo stuff right there. They've done a really good job of that. When we're just at the tippy top of these clouds, we might have been okay to go up to like 290 or 310 with as light as this plane is. This is not the default X-plane FMC. I do not believe so, Millhouse. I believe this is Zibo. It has that same look as the default, but it's got Zibo guts basically. chicken and dumpling dinner in a snowstorm in Southeast Virginia here tonight. Ah, dude, that's cool, man. I hope hope you guys are all safe out there. It was darn near 40 degrees here today. It was almost shirt sleeve weather. It's been crazy beautiful. We have just a little tiny bit of snow on the ground. I'm happy it's nice because, again, got my daughter-in-law traveling right now, so it's nice. 63 here, Anagon says. Dirty rat. Thankfully, the most recent snowstorm threat never materialized for Northwest Ornament. Yeah, you guys have gotten your fair share. All right, are we ready to do some descent planning? I think we might be. Top over here, we'll take a look anyway. We'll stay ahead of things. So, coming into Innsbruck on the Maydeb, and this is what we're looking at. So we need to be 13 or above at Maydeb. Off of Maydeb, we're going 09 or 8. We stay at 13 or above at Elim, and then we have oh, this is interesting. So looks like there's a way to come from the eastern side here as well. Cool. If we need to, we may be held here at Elim, but I think what we're going to do from Elim is we're going to go ahead and come straight in and try it. It's quite a drop, and as you can see, it's a little bit of an offset because of terrain. You kind of have to hold your altitude, and then you start to descend, and you kind of have to get yourself squared away right here at the end. We are planning the RNAV. Now I can't remember. That's why we brief it. RNAV, what are we planning? RNAV Yankee. So let's take a look at that. Yep, so we'll get here at Whiskey India 811. 812 we'll be tracking a 083 all the way here to Whiskey India 006. Then we turn, we follow the terrain basically, and we start to drop down into where we need to be. The localizer is 111.1. It's the Oscar Echo Victor, and there's the Morse code. We'll listen for that. And then you can see here it is. It's a pretty steep one. So we're 13 at Elim, and then at Whiskey India 810 we start the descent. 10-6, 9-6. You can see how it goes here. So it's we're 27 out when we start, 27 and a half out when we start the descent. Then we have to be down here at 10-6 at 22.5, and then you know, so on and so forth. Right here at Whiskey India 814, you can see this little mark, and that means that's when you have to make your decision. Are you landing or are you going around? It's a 3.77 degrees, so a little steeper than your typical. Isn't typical 3.5? Hard to tell, or I can't quite remember, but that's what we have. That's what we have. Runway elevation is 1907. All right. Virginia has a lot of snow. Northwest Ornament is saying, surprisingly. Smitty says we missed most of the snow, but the 3 nor'easters in a row, the coastal flooding is more of a risk anything right now. Oh, and you live on the water at 8 feet above sea level. Holy moly, dude. Hampton Roads.
Susie.
Yeah, floods, man. No bueno. No bueno. Post-pandemic kids don't get snow days, they get remote learning. Same for the adults. Yeah. This is going to sound kind of weird. I'm a virtual school director, and I advocated against that for our district. I said if we have a snow day, let's let them have a snow day. Let's not require them to keep learning virtually. Not with what everybody's been through the last 2 years. They got shot down. Descent planning, aren't you just pushing buttons down to the ground? Yeah, well, I can't. I'll keep looking, and I'll try to find the land button. But this is not my Airbus, Kevin. So, yeah, give the kids, well, and give the adults a break, too. Let's be honest, right? Remote learning means that mom and dad have to be the teacher. And generally speaking, they don't want to be the teacher. That's why they send them to public school. But a lot of times they got to go to work. Well, and here's the deal on that, Smitty and .34. What I argue is, I mean, even if we're set up for remote learning, right? When the kids go home from school on Thursday night, like tonight, probably not taking their Chromebooks home or their iPads home with them, right? So when the snowstorm hits on Thursday night and Friday morning they wake up and it's a snow day, like half your kids they don't have stuff to remote learn. So there's no equity there. And a lot of times the teachers aren't set up to do schoolwork from their houses either. So our district is kind of lucky. We, and most districts got COVID relief money. And so we were able to provide teachers with things that would help them, because we thought for a while, like for a half a year, we were shut down, and we thought it was going to extend and maybe take up the next year. So like we tried to make a bunch of plans to do this. And anyway, it's just like the payoff for, I get the premise, but the payoff's not going to be worth the effort. So anyway. Yeah, charging cables, Smitty, you're right. So anyway, .34. That was it. I was hoping that it would, if it was coming from somebody who, like, that's my world, like that's what I do, and if I would say, hey guys, you need to kind of rethink this. At some point, it's like, let's let the kids be kids, right? Let's let them go out and run around and play in the snowdrift and all that good stuff, Heck, on a snow day, I mean, shoot, most kids around here play outside more in a snow day than they do when the weather's nice. So, anyway. Let's see, what do I have here? I'm not going to say this right. Unla Mapianada. Where am I going? First of all, hello. Unlam. I apologize. I am awful. I'm American mouth, can't pronounce anything, but welcome. Great to see you. Thanks for popping in the chat. And we are going into Innsbruck. We're flying from London Gatwick, into Innsbruck, Austria. So great to see you. Welcome. They've lost so much of their childhood already in the last couple of years. I digress. We agree. Yeah, we do. Preaching to the choir, Smitty. Preaching to the choir. Some school administrators are way more into school administration than they are education. We have, I will say this, I've been on our administrative team in our district for, I'm getting close to 10 years now, and our administrators are in it for the right reasons. They really truly are. We live in a very rural and extremely poor area of the world. A lot of challenges, and so the people that are here for the right reasons. They're not here just to make a buck. But we also have some central office folks that are just incredibly driven, and and try to set the bar high, and I appreciate that. I really do, because it motivates everybody to do better. But sometimes they don't listen to the people that are out there doing the job in the buildings as much as you would like, and to their credit, as building administrators, we don't see their end of things either. So, I know there's always a disconnect. There's a disconnect between, building administrators and teachers, because the teachers don't know what's going on behind that admin door. I didn't when I was a teacher, and then there's the same little disconnect. As much as you try to communicate as well as you can, there's always that disconnect between levels within schools. So anyway, it is what it is. But I've been around administrators, like you're saying, Kevin, that they're more about, they're more about the paperwork and the, test scores and all that stuff, and they're less concerned about like teaching people things, growing kids, growing staff, growing adults. And that's hard to be around. That is, for sure. Alright, let's take a peek here. Looks like we need to start doing some descent related activities. So remember down there at Maida, but we're going to be 13,000. So we'll set that initially here. This thing has a really, really nice VNav. Picks things right up. It descends. I get that steep descent after alert a lot. Your English name means a combed llama. That's awesome. So there's llamas in there. So unllama pinata. How did I do on that one? Unllama pinata. That's actually a super cool name, my dude. I love it. Welcome. Hang out with us. You're going to love the chat. The best part of my stream are the people in the chat. They're awesome, supportive, funny. Some of them are just smarter than they should be allowed to be. But great. Look at the profile pic with Comb Llama. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Oh, my dude, yes. I've just instantly added you as my friend. That is the best. You will fit right in with this group. Unllama Panada. It might take me a while to get your name right, but you will fit right in with this group. No math. All right, again, if you just came in, if you came in from the QF Music stream, or you just happened to wander in here because there's nothing else going on a Thursday on Twitch, which I know is not true. There's a lot of good streamers on Thursday nights. Like I know Sim Caesar does his T-Tail Thursday thing. Oh yeah, Bill Ferrelli's doing his thing. ATC Mom Meredith is going. She's awesome. Mustafa's doing some stuff with Sim Caesar. It looks like. Oh, Cargo Fire is flying as well. Awesome. And Mike, our friend November 8033 Foxtrot, is also doing some stuff. That's way cool. So there's like a lot of good streamers out there on a Thursday. But if you stumbled here, you're here on the right night, because we're going to do a little gift card giveaway at the end of the stream. It's a guess the landing rate thing. So here's what's going to happen. All you need to do, if you've been on Slant Alpha's channel, it's very similar. No bot command. You don't have to do ! predict. You just have to put a number in. Doesn't even have to be negative. Just a number, a landing rate number, and whoever is closest to the actual landing rate as displayed by Volanta, the closest will win the gift card. If there's a tie, then I will reward both. Actually, if there's a tie, I think there should be a feat of strength between the two people that tied. So I'll arrange for you to be flown to a neutral location where you can grapple for 3 rounds, 2 minutes each, and the winner of that wrestling match will receive the $25 gift card. Deal? Okay. Too often you mix the two of us up. Well, Millhouse, that's because I pretty much, like, my stream is 98% Slant Alpha ripoff. Now, the dude has been a mentor to me, and yeah, any good thing that you see on my stream is either something that was a good idea that he had that inspired me to try something similar, you know, or it's a spin-off of something I've learned from him. I read a book a while back called Steal Like an Artist from Austin Kleon. Hey, a Comb Panda is following, man. Lama Pianata, welcome. Great to have you. My name is Brant. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. We do this on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, right about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning Zulu time. Generally, again, we've been talking about my brand. My brand is really, I don't have a brand. I love flying general aviation aircraft. That's probably my favorite type of aircraft to fly, but I have found myself in vintage airliners a lot lately. A lot. And then every once in a while, I'll just jump in something more modern like this for no good reason except for I want to fly into Vienna, Austria, and it's a fun way to get there. So anyway, great to have you on board. Combed Llama. I love that, my dude. I love that. Anyway, back to this Steal Like an Artist. His whole premise is that you've heard the term flattery is the sincerest form of, or imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. He takes that to the next level. He's like, as an artist, it's good to try to copy someone because you'll never totally duplicate what they do, but in the process you will learn how to correctly do something, and if you do that enough times, you'll actually develop your own unique style, even though it'll be closely related to what you learn. So like a lot of stuff that I've done, you know, like well, I even told you at the beginning of this stream, I took a great idea from QF Music Channel. It was an awesome idea. So I took that idea and I kind of morphed it into what I needed, and like I think it's something I'm going to use on stream very often. Yeah, 0.34 good composers borrow, great composers steal. Yeah, man. So anyway, I've taken some things from a lot of different people, and certainly to be compared or to be confused with Slant Alpha is a definite compliment. So I appreciate that, Millhouse. He's a great dude, good friend, and been an awesome resource. Oh, speaking of good guys, Downwind Sim is in the house. Welcome. It's Mr. Big City, Mr. Fancy Pants, Mr. VR, the mad scientist of X-Plane himself, Downwind Simulations. You are not too late to win, my friend. In fact, you're here at just the right time because yeah, we're just about to start the descent, and we're going to be doing a landing rate type of situation here. By the way, you can welcome Downwind Sim with the Downwind Sim Binoculars emotes. Not sure who that one came from, but it's a life motto for me. Got to bust out the back scratcher. That's the motto? Okay, man. Gotcha. Downwind Sim back scratcher. Dude. My dude. Just got home from work, sitting on the couch, eating some apple pie. Of course you are, Downwind Sim. I would expect nothing less from you, friend. Oh, that's good stuff right there. There it is. Not only the finest optics in flight simulation, but the best back scratcher in the back scratching game. Rob uses a fork. That's how I picture Downwind Sim when he checks in for the first time mid back scratch. Usually he's strapping his helmet on. The great composer still things is a motto. Yeah, nothing wrong with the little back scratch. Yeah, no. I'm with you. That's a great line. And I used to really be like I was not like I tried as hard as I could to not do that for so long. And I'm not an artist. Okay, but like for doing something like this, I really tried to try to be unique in every facet I could. But let's be completely honest about that too. There's not a lot of unique ideas left in the flight sim streaming game. It's kind of like coaching football. It's been done, man. So your choice is to do something that somebody else has done, but just do it better. Melvin back scratch. Yeah, the Discord photo. What are you talking about? That should be my Discord photo. Is that what you're saying? Hey, Downwind Sim, we've got a new friend of the channel. I don't know if you can scroll up. His name is Unlama Pianada, and his in America, in English, his name means the combed llama. He has got the best profile pic that I have seen in a long time. Oh, Downwind Sim just sent me a Discord photo. Okay, let me check it out. Getting close to top of drop here. All right, here's our friend, the mad scientist, doing what he does. That looks pretty good, Ralph. Gosh darn, I'm gonna have to get myself a little something maybe afterwards. That's good stuff. That's good stuff, my dude. All right. Oh, I mistimed my. Yeah, we're a little bit of ways yet. I was thinking we were closer than we were. Let's pop that range out just a little bit, see if we can see it. Bay Tub, yeah, we got another. Yeah, we still have 100 miles to go actually. Yep, there it is. Top of descent. Okay. Yeah, we'll roll with it. I'm good with that. I'm on TV. My night's complete. Hello to everyone in the Downwind Sim family. Downwind Sun, I hope you're doing well. Annie West, if you're around or watch this later on, miss you, kid. Hope things are good in your world. And of course, Miss Lisa, thank you so much for letting your husband come out and play. We greatly appreciate it. And hope you're also having a great night and well recovered from your recent battle with La Rona. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. You're a movie star, Downwind Sim. He is, too. That guy. He hides behind that VR mask, and people don't know. It's like a Rock Hudson kind of, John Wayne, rugged, handsome, good-looking dude. I say Rock Hudson because he's like a lot older than I am. Downwind Sim. He's like the big brother I never had, so I have to reference like super old movie references because he's a lot older than I am. Do I have? I'm trying to remember. Do I have? I do. I do. That's a pretty nice shot, isn't it? Downwind Sim. This is the coveted Downwind Sim. Take a little quick screeny of that baby right there. This is our usual Downwind Sim view. Far back seat on the right hand side. That'll make a nice thumbnail. No crumbs. That looked like a very crumbly, delicious crust. Is that a homemade Mrs. Downwind Sim pie? A pie emote. There's another great idea. Why am I not writing these down? Stand by. I got to get these added to my list.
Complete freedom.
Hello, Complete Freedom. Sorry, I'm typing something before I forget it. There we go. Couple new emote ideas there. Complete Freedom. Hello, sir. It is great to see you, my brother. How's the instrument training going? Gotta go. Fighting my eyelids, and they're winning. All right, Millhouse. Appreciate you coming by, and have a good night, dude. We'll see you next time. Slow right now, CF says. Well, all right, but slow is still progress. Weather related. Ah, sure. Isn't that ironic? You're training for something that will help you out in weather just like this, yet the weather is keeping you from doing it. I got it. Yeah, well, I suppose. Hey, by the way, there's a message I forgot to mention. I think it came by earlier. So my next stream that's coming up on Saturday is going to be modified. Most of you are aware, but the Junior First Officer is en route as we speak. Should be here within hours. A little surprise from my daughter-in-law, my lovely daughter-in-law. But that means that my normal Saturday afternoon kind of early evening stream is probably not going to happen. We'll be hanging out. We'll be doing our thing. So my plan is to, once I get him to bed, is firing things up, maybe doing a little midnight flight or something. See if we can find some ATC somewhere. So it won't be the triple play Saturday that we had planned, but I'll be in one of those aircraft there. We had planned the King Air 350, or the Piper Navajo, or the BN2 Islander. I don't know which one I'll fly, but I'll pick one of them, and we'll go buzzing around somewhere, and anyway, have some fun there. So Downwind Sun pick. Uh-oh. Getting more, oh, no doubt. Downwind Sun is in the house. Look at that guy, man. Hey, Downwind Sun, appreciate you helping your dad with his math the other day, by the way. That was important. You know, as your dad gets older, he's going to forget a lot of stuff, and so it's really good that you're there for him to help him with his math. Numbers can be hard. That's why I did create this new thing for your dad. It's good to have a son like you. Well, I see. Downwind Sim, you gave me a hard time the one time because Annie West checked in and I didn't see it, and I didn't say hey, and I got in a little hot water with her, and so I want to make sure that I'm getting back in her good graces. There we go. Top of drop coming up just a little over 40 miles. And then again, hang around till the very end. And we will, I'll let you know when it's time to put some landing rate predictions in. Just all I need is a number. Again, similar to the, if you've watched Slant Alpha, very similar to that. No, you don't have to do a exclamation point landing or anything like that. I need to learn how to set that up at some point, but I don't have it. So I'm just going to keep track just by the chat. So whatever you put in, that's going to be your answer. So don't change your answer. Whatever goes in first will be what I take. And then if again, if there's a tie, it's whoever's closest to the actual landing rate, above or below, I don't care, will be the winner. If there's a tie, then I'm going to fly you to a neutral location, and you'll wrestle 3 rounds, 2 minutes each, and the winner of the wrestling match will get the gift card. Smitty's flying into BKL. Hopefully you don't miss the giveaway. You're guessing 222. Dude, you won't miss the giveaway. I think we're looking pretty good here with everything. Did have that fuel warning. We are kind of low, aren't we? I probably would be calling in like fuel emergency at this point, wouldn't I? I wonder what it's. I wonder if I'm getting a. I'm not getting a message yet, so we're good. Good. Are my starters on? No. Oops, this one did stay on. Yeah, that's not good. I had them on continuous. I probably just clicked it too far. That one was on though. Using too much electricity. All right, are you okay with it being this dark, or I kind of want to see the mountains? Do you mind if I back up the time just a little bit? I don't mind the dusk, but see, I want to see the mountains. That's half the reason why we're coming into this place. So back that time slider up just a little bit. But my realism, yeah, well, it's like it's 3 in the morning here right now. Might be 4 a.m. Yeah. Maybe if I set the real time, it would be like dawn when we land there. Hey, there's Tuba Flight. Welcome, Ben. Speaking of a guy that never sleeps, that lives over, it's 3 in the morning where Tuba Flight lives. Here he is, man. Means a lot to me, Tuba Flight. Appreciate that. Either that or you're just a horrible sleeper. You're like, you know what? This will put me to sleep. Yes, Melvin Leroy's on. Good to have you, Tuba Flight. I always feel kind of bad doing these giveaway streams on my Tuesday and Thursday channel because I know I miss a lot of my European friends. And it's nothing personal, it's just that I'm racist. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding. It just kind of fell where it fell. Oh, you've just always had that that arrhythmic sleep? Huh. Press K on your keyboard, it backs up the time. Oh, no kidding, Shoozy. Let Melvin's dulcet tones escort you off to dreamland. Yes. Welcome to the stream. L moves it forward and K backwards. Okay, we're going to test that theory. L forward. Oh. Ah. What is this sorcery? Ah. Do I know Bish 735? He's a streamer, right? Adding shift makes it zoom. Huh. Oh, Automod thinks you're trying to bully me here. Yeah, thank you, Fixie. Appreciate that. That's an okay thing. Bish 753. Oh, it doesn't like Bish. Yeah, I wonder what that means. But anyway. Hey, guess what I see up in front of me here, guys? Look at that. Mountains. So I was a little bit bummed. I cooked some ortho a while back, and I picked the STVM, I think, and it looked really good, but it flattened everything totally out. It's kind of like what Bing does. I think it's Bing, what it does to Kodiak Island. It just makes everything flat. Yeah, Bish, wasn't he a streamer? Is he not streaming anymore? Oh, that's the question Drobart's asking. Gave it up, went back to regular work. Huh. Kind of like, oh, who's the other guy that he's an actual pilot, and yeah, he just got so busy that he gave it up. Shoot. You see him posting workout stuff all the time, so he's alive and kicking, but, oh, I see. Well, good for him, I guess. Downwind Sim is saying that same thing with the shift L and K. All right, very good. So we'll make sure it's right where we want it to be. Need to stop paying there then. Oh yeah, if you're still subbed to that guy, he's not putting out any content. Definitely no chance, no point in tossing him $5 a month. So again, that deal with the devil. You know, default scenery, so the mountains don't look quite as crisp and nice. I mean, you get a little bit of that over there, you know. But hopefully when we get into our descent here, and why didn't we start descending? Did I miss something? We did not descend. Holy moly. We are, oh my goodness gracious, we did not descend for some reason. Here I am just talking about how great of a job it does with doing the descent, and it didn't freaking do it. Alright, so we're going to have to do it ourselves. Shoot. I must have missed a step in the process. Pull the power back just a little bit, and then we'll start down here at about 2,000 feet a minute. Won't take us long to get down to 13,000. Then we'll just get right back. Here in commotion. Not expecting the junior first officer till about 10 o'clock, so still have about 2 hours, I think, before he's going to be here. Wonder what I missed there. Rob Valkyrie, were you paying attention? What did I miss? Just hold the RTT until I'm low enough. Hit level change and go back to VNav. Yeah, I will, but I want to get away from MADEB before I go into level change mode, because I won't make it. I need to be down at 13,000. I'm up. I'm 9,000 too high. So I'm gonna fly away and then just come back in. We'll jump back on it. But yeah, I must have not got something armed correctly. I don't even know. Because generally speaking, it really just does a nice job of capturing that top of descent and following that that profile down. But I missed something there. Pentagon was a regular in his streams during the day while you worked. Really didn't have a daytime person since ever since he stopped. Yeah. Been bouncing around different streamers during the day, yeah. And if it was slow at work, you jump on a fly with him on PosCon. Yeah, man. My 60th anniversary aviation interest in John Glenn's Space Flight 1962. I love that John Glenn stuff. I love that early NASA stuff, Drobart. It's good stuff. Yeah, those mountains, they don't look too bad. Especially if you get the sun kind of low enough. get the golden hour light. Alright, so the plan here is we're going to kind of get almost like flying just back away. Like one nice little hold here. Oh, the right stuff. Yeah, that was a good one. Yep, there's good NASA stuff on Disney. It's all so interesting. Chuck Yeager, man, that guy was a stud. All those guys were just fearless. Bish used to load up the A300 from MTOW, take it to Tonkin T or Paro. Oh, nice. Gosh, we might be able to. There's Madib, so we're going to be pretty close. So I'm probably just going to put it back on. And then again, I'm going to pull up the actual, yeah, I've got the actual approach here. You have to step it down. And that decision height there is 7,100. That's what you gotta make your decision by 7,100 or you're out of there. Okay, so we'll spin it down. Runway elevations 1,970. Yeah, we'll just keep it going down. That's fine. Okay, around we go. Sorry to give you a little bit of an extra roundabout. Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament. Pentagon watches any and all old school NASA things. Yep, as much as you can. Super interesting stuff. It just really is. Love all the documentaries that come out. Like I've got it like on my YouTube channel. You know how it is. You watch one of those videos and you know it auto populates something that's related that you might like, and so that's one in my feed. Like there's almost something new every night that I go to bed. I have not watched Mercury 13. No, I have not. Dang. What's my auto brake setting for this runway? I think I'm going to go medium. Continuous here. Yeah, I'm going to go, well, we could go, yeah. I'm just going to go medium. That should be plenty for this little short aircraft. 2 or 3. Okay, into the soup. I do have the, nope, I don't. Anti-icing can come on. One last weather check here. It is snowing at Innsbruck, which is cool. QNH 3033. And I'm gonna toss that in. I don't know what the transition altitude here is, but I don't want to mess up and be, oh crap, I'm already below 13,000. Doggone it. That's terrainy terrain here that we don't want to do that. We want to be right where we're supposed to be. And yeah, it's going to climb me out of trouble here, thankfully. Yep, big mountains, don't want to hit those. And actually, I am gonna. A little nervous about being even down this far, so let's get back up where we're supposed to be. I should have caught that earlier. This is the decel point, and yep, I think for us we're gonna just start that decel right now. We're no longer on the VNAV anyway, so let's just slow down. We'll climb up, we'll slow down. As you can see, we've got stuff. Okay. Thanks for the safety helmets, guys. As you know, that's what I do, right? I'm Mr. Safety, Mr. Checklist. Above 13. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Hopefully I don't scrape a mountain on the way. Like right now, I'm super nervous about where I'm at. I'm really nervous about, like, is this cloud or is this mountain? I'm not getting a terrain warning, so that makes me feel a little bit better. But, yeah, this is not a good spot to be low. Not at all. Okay. Again, we get to Whiskey India 810. That's when we can start the descent, and then you can see the little step downs that we have there. Okay, I feel we got a little bit of a reprieve here. Like any good pilot who wonders where they're at, if they're high enough, you just step out, take a camera view from behind your aircraft, and you're good to go. Clouds plus mountains, excellent combination for aviators, right? All right, there's 13. Life is good. Now I'm going to spin this guy down now, and we'll start our steps here. Yeah, I forgot about this step descent thing, so I don't want to just jump right down to the runway. I got to kind of go down in pieces. So here we go. We're just about to. Uh-oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Okay. Thought maybe I had an early warning. Oh, there's time to descend here. I'm going to do too many things. Don't know if that's not maybe my descent profile that I should try to be following here. So let's just see what 1800 gets us. We need to be at 10.6 at this next one. Yep, above 10.6, so we got 2.5 miles there. We're doing good. City's in sight here. I'm going to kind of carve around the mountain here. I might be backed off a little bit on the speed here, but we don't have any ATC and no traffic that I know of, so there's 1,000 to go. And we're going to keep it going down. The next step is 9.6. I think we're in pretty good shape. That 1,800 is maybe not quite enough. Let's go to 2,000 feet a minute here. Let's see how that goes. All right, I need to check on a couple other things here. Altimeter set, briefing's complete. The auto brake is set. We're below 10. We're going to go ahead and just turn all the lights on. All the lights on. There we go. On. That's need to be down to 8.3 right there, so I can go ahead and spin this down a little bit more. Kind of feel like I almost want to just hand fly this thing. All right, start, if you don't mind, if you haven't already, let's start making your landing rate predictions. Go ahead and just put the number in there that you think is going to happen. Just any number, positive or negative. I know what you're meaning. And again, we'll do this until we. How about we'll do this right here until Whiskey India 006. So you've got about 10 miles here. Put your predictions in, and when we start to turn final, and we'll have to shut things down. All right. Good luck to you, by the way. $25 gift card on the line. Okay, can I go down? Yep, 71. Speed, that 2000 was working pretty good for us here. 7100. Fuel is an issue. Yep. Finally got that fuel light. Back it off to about 180. There's 1,000 to go. And right. Turn, we kind of come around here. My aircraft. So, first notch of slats here coming in. Do not have the runway in sight yet. We go missed here. It's 077 and 061 on the climb out. Second notch of flaps coming in up. I can hear the rain or the snow, whatever, kind of pounding down on us. That's kind of cool. A little bit of a low cloud layer here. That's fun to say. I'm just shooting for 2,000 feet per minute. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Let's come off of auto throttle here as well. Where are we at? Pretty much idle descent, I think, at this point. Oops, kind of leveled off a little bit there. Don't want to do that. Doing okay, I think. Maybe you're a little bit below our descent profile here, but I can't be sure. Right now, I just kind of want to get down below this cloud layer.
2,500.
Check. All right, get those final predictions in, guys. I'm about to turn final. We'll see Northwest Ornaments coming in there. I'm not doing the circle. I'm doing straight in here, runway 9er, if I can. My goodness, this cloud layer is crazy, guys. That's coming down. There's the runway. I'm too high. Oh goodness, guys. I ended up way too high, didn't I? Can I salvage it? We have enough time.
1,000.
Final notch of flaps are in. I'm 1,000. I'm a little high still. Not too bad speed-wise, to be honest with you, but just it's all about altitude here. Can I cut the altitude? Okay, our pappies are starting to get a little happier. There's the dating game, 2 and 2.
500.
Now we somehow managed to get sort of stable-ish.
300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Bursers. Boy, the snow effect on the runway is kind of cool, isn't it? Check.
Good job.
Thanks. That wasn't bad. It was a little sketchy on the approach there, but my former bush skills kicked in, and we were able to get it on profile and make a halfway passable landing, I think. Clear those, clean those up. Oops. Here's our turn. Boy, it's slippery. Innsbruck traffic. Speedbird 816 is clear of runway 8. Excuse me, is clearing runway 8, Innsbruck. I didn't make any radio calls coming in. That's not good. Not good. But I was too busy panicking about my descent rate. All right. Auto brake can come off. Continuous ignition off. Let's we'll go ahead. Let's get the APU going here. Get pulled up to the stand, and we'll take a look at. Looks like Them's My Shoes has the last prediction there, and I would say some pretty accurate ones there. I think, you know, in that 250-ish range is pretty good. This is a really nice little freeware scenery, guys. I mean,
traffic, expect 5960 landing runway 08.
look at that. That is just some great custom scenery work. Really like this. This is cool. This is cool. Monarch is down. So Fixie got himself in before, or Northwest Ornament got himself in before we did. The only thing that would have been cool about landing here at night is I think there's some pretty cool. Yeah, look at the mountains, the city lights in the mountains. This is just absolutely gorgeous. What a place! Holy moly! All right, let's get parked. Just about have APU power, and not exactly sure where, but I'm just going to pull up next to. Just going to pull up next to the Monarch here. I'll even be nice. Turn the lights off for this guy. See where we're at here. How close are we? Oh, got to go this way, don't I? Sorry, buddy. There we go. Now we're closer. Well, if nothing else, that was a heck of a lot better than the last 737 I tried to land. All right, a little bit of a slippy slide, but not bad. All right, let's set the parking brake here. Let's get the APU power back on, and we can cut the engines. Go through our shutdown here. We'll watch. I will watch that replay, even though it's going to be a little bit dark, but it'll be worth it. All right, PAX APU needs to come on here. We'll leave the PAX on for the passengers. Anti-icing can come off. The auto ignition off. We'll leave the logo light on just because we were proud to represent the company on that one. Yaw damper off. And everything else, probes. Window heat can come off. And I think we're ready to, let's get the ground services here. So we're going to need a stairs. We're going to need chocks set. We're going to need doors opened. And yeah, buddy. There we go. It's starting to, stairs are starting to extend. Maybe not. That's a little bit of a glitch here. Should have some stairs that come out of this bad boy. Doggone it. All right, well, here we go. I've got 0.348 gave me a gotcha. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Panagon, that's freeware. Nice. Yes. Just do a search. LOWI freeware or scenery for X-Plane. Whatever comes up first from the forums is what I installed, and I am like I say, I'm beyond impressed. Like it gives you like a little bit of the town, and like that right, that building alone is worth $10, right? But all kinds of really cool stuff here. A little bit of custom signage there. I think the tower's custom. Anyway, really, really nice job. Go grab it if you'd like to fly out here. Let's see. Fixies. Wow, I didn't know Northwest Orient flew the A321. It's probably just my lack of CSLs. An Annie West photo. No way. Stop it. Okay, I'm checking it out. Annie West approves of the landing. Oh my goodness. Oh, and the four-legged, the downwind pup. Ah, Annie West. You've got such a contagious smile, young lady. You're going to rule the world one day. Good Lord. Your brains and your beauty, yeah, you're going to be president of the United States someday, kid. Keep it up. All right, what else did I miss here? Okay, then we're into yeah, predictions. Okay, so I've got Them's My Shoes at 300. He was the last, and I had, it looks like Tuba Flight was the first. So okay, thanks for squeezing those all in together for me, so I can see. Well, here we go. Let's hope it worked. If it doesn't work, then I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do, but I'll figure something out. There we go. There it is. Statistics. It was 333. What the? It was. Man, I thought it was smoother than that, but hey, I'll take it. So 333. So that would mean that it looks like Northwest Ornament is our winner. He had 301, edging out Them's My Shoes. And did I miss anyone? Can you confirm? Northwest Ornament. Landing rate 333. Yeah, so, man, oh man. Was it that hard? Was it that? Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Will. I will connect with you on Discord, and you can get me the information, and I will handsomely or gladly provide you with that victory. All right, we got to go back. We got to watch the replay here. And I know now how to, does adjusting the timer, does that work in replay mode also, guys? Do you know? Like, can I do K and L? Oh, yeah. I want just a little bit of extra light, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, heck. Doors are open. Coming in, doors open. The night lighting looks great, doesn't it? Yeah, it was a little bit of a firm one, but felt pretty good. I tell you what, put her right in the touchdown zone, so I'll take that. Trespasser view. It's a little firmer than I thought. Belanta never lies. Down we go. This will be a pretty good view. Oh, kind of a weird. Yeah, I'll take that. That wasn't bad. Let's see what the view was from the coveted downwind sim seat. Oops. Hello. Where's my... There we go. Sorry. He's going, look at the pretty contrails. Yeah. I'll take that. Like I said, the last time I landed this plane, or not this plane, but the last 737 I landed, I drug the wing, so, you know. Oh, no, this is going to have a little something in the way here. Rats. Can I zoom? No, it's not going to matter. Down he goes. Here he comes. Kicking up snow. Oh yeah, I'll take that. I take that any day of the week, twice on Sunday. Didn't think that the time slider worked. Well, it really didn't, because it kind of kicked me right back to where I was at. So like I'm pressing it now, nothing's happening. So it really doesn't work. So anyway, great landing. Thanks, Downwind Sim. I'll take it, man. And Northwest Orient, I won something for once. Yeah, rigged, right? Well, we're here. Time to go skiing. Yeah. I always think about that scene from Stripes, right? Bill Murray getting out and talking to the East German security guards or whatever. We're so damn lost. Can you tell us where Innsbruck, which way to go to Innsbruck, Austria? Something like that. I don't remember. But okay, well, guys, it has been a wonderful, wonderful flight. I really appreciate you hanging with us. Yeah, we'll see how Saturday goes, guys. I don't know yet, but I will plan on being around later than normal. Want to thank QF Music for the raid. Want to thank Unlama Pinada for the follow and the fantastic profile picture. I wish the K button worked in real life, no doubt, Shusey, no doubt. I wish I was cool enough to taxi around with my passenger door open in real life. And then I want to thank everybody else just for coming along and hanging out and being a supporter of the channel. I'm happy to give as much of it back as I possibly can, and it's cool. This is 2 months in a row I've been able to do a giveaway, and so that's pretty darn awesome. And all right, let's see. We've got options here. We've got options. Cargo Fire is flying the new Twin Otter, so we've got to go check out our friend Cargo Fire. Let's go ahead. We'll head over there. I will see you late Saturday. If not, I'll be back normal time on Tuesday, and probably see even in between there. We might do a little something, I don't know, late Friday night even. Who knows? I'll let you know. Uh-oh, sorry I missed out the end. Very intense flight into Burke Lakefront in the Challenger. Ah, Smitty, you missed a pretty good landing, actually, and Northwest Ornament was the winner. It's a 333, I think, landing, but it was a good one. All right, we're heading over to Cargo Fire. I'll see you over there, guys. Have a great night. Thanks again for hanging out. God bless.
We might have